Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're viewing from. This is Laura Thompson, your friendly, fabulous, feisty, fierce, and phenomenal CEO and creator of TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with the global reach, and you're tuned into the coffee break. And we have the distinct privilege and honor of having a very, very, very special guest. She's a great, great, renowned artist. Her name is Delita Martin. How you doing, Delita?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, that's great. So, a little birdie told me that you have an exhibit here in San Antonio, and we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But before we get started, I'd like for you to give us a little biographical information about you, like who you are, what you do, why you do it, and how long you've been doing it. All those good things.
Well, my name is Delita Martin. I am a printmaker. I am based in Huffman, Texas, right on the cusp of Houston, between Houston and Humble. Um, I've been an artist since I was 5 years old, and I became a full-time artist around 2012, 2013. Prior to that, I taught at the University of Arkansas in Little Rock. I graduated from Texas Southern University with my BFA in drawing, and I graduated from Purdue University with an MFA in printmaking.
Wow. So that's a phenomenal story because a lot of times when people have these childhood gifts, they often veer in a different direction, and you stayed on that path. So you
Yes.
said that you were a printmaker.
Yes,
So
yes.
tell us about that.
So printmaking, I actually use various printmaking techniques. So within the area of printmaking, you have relief printing, you have stone lithography, along with other non-traditional lithographic processes. There's etching, there's silk screening. So I actually do all of the above,
Wow.
and I layer those in my work. And so I also do letterpress printing as well. So if you think about how newspapers were created or made in the early 1800s, that's what I do. I set type and also do the linoleum cuts or wood cuts to actually accompany the text as well.
Wow, that's awesome. So with your art, so you draw, and what other mediums do you use? Are you pencil, oil, or is the printmaking part of it?
Yes. So I started off in drawing. My undergraduate degree is in drawing from Texas Southern University.
Okay.
And I later, getting into my career, I thought, I want to do something different, or basically, I really want to push drawing. So I started working in printmaking. And so printmaking is a medium. The basic idea behind printmaking is the transference of one pigment to a different surface, which is what I do.
Wow. So how long have you been doing this?
I started doing printmaking, I want to say in maybe 2006, is when I made my first print.
Wow. So that's super, super exciting. I know that a little birdie told me that you were in town about a week ago, and
Yes.
that you'll be back. So tell us a little bit about why you were here and what's going to be bringing you back to San Antonio.
Well, I am blessed enough to have my first retrospective at UT San Antonio. And so I'm really, really excited about that. This is my first retrospective. So there it works from the time I was 5 years old to current day work, an installation called Follow the Waters. And so I
Wow.
will be back in town this month, I believe on the 22nd, if I'm not mistaken, to actually to do a book signing and to do a talk about my work.
Wow. So you're an author and an artist, two
Well,
A's.
no. There's
So,
a catalog being created in reference to the exhibition.
okay. So the exhibition starts when and ends when? It's about a month long or a couple of weeks or something.
Yes, the exhibition opened January 26th and will run through March 22nd.
Okay. So how are you affiliated with the Ethnic Arts Society here in San Antonio?
I am not.
Okay.
This exhibition, Asatu actually worked with me. We've been working on this for about 2 years to actually make the exhibition come to life. So, yeah.
Wow. So that's awesome. So so how can people learn more about what you do or see your works? I know they can go to the exhibit.
Yes, they're welcome to go to the exhibit. I hope everyone gets a chance to see the work in person. It's definitely different seeing it in person versus online. Or you can go to my website at blackboxpressstudio.com, or you can go to my Instagram, which is blackboxpress at blackboxpress, or you can find me on social media, Facebook as Delita Pinchback Martin.
Wow. So I was trying to practice saying the name of your business. It's kind of a tongue twister. It's Black Box Press
Black Box Press Studio.
Studio. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about what the Black Box Press Studio is all about. What
Well,
happens?
it's my personal studio,
Okay.
and it's basically where I create my work. It's a functioning studio, so I'm able to do any printmaking process, as well as painting, as well as drawing, as well as paper making. So all of these things are set up in this space for me to work with.
Wow. And I remember you saying that you started drawing when you were a little girl. Did you
Yes.
know that you wanted to be an artist then, or you were just playing around? Or
No, it was my mission to be an artist. My father was an artist. He went to
wow,
Texas Southern University as well. He studied with Dr. John T. Biggers, who founded the department
really?
at Texas Southern University. And, growing up watching him as a creative artist, it inspired me to be an artist. And that's how I got started. So I started drawing, and I would get coloring books every week. And that's
Wow,
just, it was, you know, I didn't have a plan B, I'll put it that way. So I'm kind of
wow,
glad it worked out.
wow. So what's your favorite medium?
It really depends on what I'm working on. So if you catch me and I'm etching, I'm going to tell you, oh, it's etching. But if you catch me and I'm doing silk screen, then it's silk screen. So it's whatever I'm actually working on at that moment. But I can say that I love being able to layer all of the processes and techniques in art that I've learned. So one work will include not only printmaking, but it's going to have drawing, it's going to have painting, there's going to be hand stitching. All of these things are encompassed in one piece.
Wow. So do you have merchandising with some of your art work on it, or?
I do. I recently launched a brand called Dima Designs. And Dima Designs is, I want the whole premises behind this brand is how do we live with art beyond the museum walls, beyond the gallery
Mm,
walls, but in
oh,
everyday life. And so we have released two tea blends. And those tea blends were inspired by, my travels, my growing up, as well as my love for art. Um, they are each tea blend has a limited edition canister that is available. They're limited edition. They come with a certificate of authenticity, and each one has been signed and numbered by me. And there's only 2,500 of them for each tea flavor. But the tea itself is available for refill.
wow. So how can people get those?
TheDemaDesigns.com.
Okay, that's the DimaDesigns.com.
Yes.
Okay, could you spell that out for those?
Yes, TheDemaDesgens dot
Wow.
com.
So that's awesome. So I know that you have some great work out there, and I know that those teas are going to really do great, and it's a great supplement to the artwork that you do. And I like the fact that you said that you're creating art to go beyond just the walls of museums and art galleries. That's awesome.
Yes. Yes, I think it's important that we live with art every day and just recognize the creative process that's happening around us in everyday life. And I think it makes us better for it, for who we are.
Wow. So you are tuned into TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global reach. And we're here with the phenomenal artist, Delita Martin, and she is going to be, she has an exhibit already running right now at UTSA, but she's going to be back in San Antonio on the 22nd, or the 20,
Yes.
to talk about her works. And so you don't want to miss it. I know I don't want to miss it. So before we go, we're running out of time, but before we go, is there anything else you would like to say to inspire young people or individuals that are interested in going into the arts?
Well, I hope that you get a chance to go by and see the show, but I've always found it important, whether it's art or anything else, if your heart desires it and it's something that you want to do, there's always a way to do it. And I encourage people to follow your dreams.
Wow. Well, we're super excited that we had an opportunity to speak with you on the coffee break today. And I know I'm going to go out and check out your artwork, and I hope that everybody else does too. You're invited to come out. The exhibit will be up until
Yes, March 22nd.
March 22nd. And so mark your calendars, plan a day with your family or significant other, or just go by yourself and witness the great artwork of Delita Martin. And so we want to thank you again for stopping by and taking a coffee break with me, and look forward to
Thank
hearing
you.
more about your great, great works.
Thank you for having me.
All right, you're welcome. Bye bye.